Namaste. Sorry, it's late. I wanted to come on a little bit earlier. But of course, I didn't cut my hair off. I know I look like a beetle. Here's my hair. It's back here. Anyhow, guys, yeah, my oven broke. Wanted to come on for two reasons. But I'm just gonna tell you right now. Our oven broke last night. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the situation. Okay? Look at this 1970s. Okay? May look like it's a little bit modern. I'm pretty sure, and it's a GE. Even this is coming off. Okay? But on Thanksgiving, look at this. Look at that all corroded. Okay, yeah. Not too clean. Not too clean. Yeah, I didn't do a great job cleaning it, but these past 7 years. But see how that's all corroded? And Devin was going to try to replace that coil. We want to. I don't want him to because we friggin' need, an upgrade in this old-fashioned house. 1970s style. Like, I like modern. I don't know. Maybe I'll get my dream kitchen or bathroom, but maybe not. Look how small it is. This is the only counter space to cut things. And then over there, then over here is the microwave. And you might say, why is the microwave up here? That doesn't work. So we have this microwave. So look at it because it's very messy. And I'm a Virgo, so I should be ashamed of myself. Anyhow, I don't want to shame myself. I have to go to work tomorrow. Finally, yay! Right? A little bit nervous because I always think, am I going to sleep? Am I not going to sleep? Why am I even doing this? But if I don't do it, I'll be worse off. It'll be on my mind that I should have did that quick video. Yeah, so we go to get a stove, an oven, right? Just as I'm standing here, I can't stand looking at the dirtiness, right? And I actually cleaned up after Thanksgiving, but I live with two men that don't like to wipe away crumbs. So, anyhow, I still have my suitcase. My suitcase is still available. I'll show you. Think I'm kidding? My suitcase and 4 pocketbooks, right? That should have all been put away, but have you met me? Okay. I do better when I'm busier. When I'm working, then I do a video after work in my car, and I don't know. I just feel better. I feel more productive, and it's like if I don't go to work, then I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping in. Anyhow, even if I fell asleep earlier in the night, but there's no guarantee that, I took my sleep medicine, but there's still no guarantee because I'm hyped up and I'm upset. See? And I'm trying to wipe this off and it doesn't look like it's getting any cleaner because I probably didn't clean it off. And there's no reason for me to be doing this now. I know. Let me just tell you. Yeah, so bad news is we found out the good news is we did buy an oven. Bad news is that said oven, is it a GE or a Whirlpool? I think it's a Whirlpool, which is good because buy American. This way, if it breaks, you have more of a shot somebody fixing it. Because I did look at a Samsung one, and the inside was all blue. Not that blue is my color. What's my color? Red. 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 Retro red. Okay. Sorry it's so messy. I like modern too. I like a mixture of retro and modern. If there's such a thing as 1950s meets modern. But, yeah. I'm not a rich person, so I'm probably not gonna, maybe I'll get it. I have some money saved that could be for a kitchen, but I might use it for traveling. But right now, I don't see myself traveling anywhere. I already did my trips. I did 8 years of trips. Okay, let people come visit me, which they won't, but so, whatevs. So why am I here? So the bad news is they won't put that oven in until middle of January. So how are we going to cook Christmas dinner? Well, at first I was very upset, and I didn't like, Devin looked really sad. Because he does the 7 fishes. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. But, I don't have a housemaid. How do I clean that up? So, he does the 7 fishes, and we were like, how are we going to do it? How are we going to cook Christmas Eve? And I do Christmas Day. I don't eat fish. All right, so that's number 1. So when we're having the 7 fishes, I hate the smell of it. I skeeve it. Long story short, I usually make a tray of baked ziti, so I could eat something, and vegetables, and salad, and, stuff like that. Oh, okay, that's coming up. That's coming up. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Just like when I'm standing in the kitchen, I'm like, oh, there's so many things that I have to clean that I should have been cleaning while I was off. But, it doesn't get done. Doesn't get done. Why beat yourself up about it? Angels don't want that. So, alright, so, aren't you glad some of you out there are happy that I don't have music on in the background? I'm trying to adjust my music so that it's not so loud for you guys, because some people can't hear. And I know even for myself, I have trouble hearing sometimes when people have music on in the background, but I need it literally when I'm channeling. If you expect me to channel and do a reading, I have to have my music on, because it just friggin' puts me in a nice zone. Hey angels, the back of this kitchen, will I be able to clean this crud up? Yeah, just put some elbow grease into it as you're trying to calm down to go to sleep, and as you're trying to do a video. That's what everybody wants to see. And I mean that with the utmost sarcasm. So anyhow, long story short, a lot of people are like, you have to catch a plane, so you don't want me to go on and on with my story. So to get to the point, we asked my brother-in-law, he has a house that's near ours, and we'll go to his house, and we have to do all the cooking there. So I was visualizing that we would cook it and then bring it back here to my table that I'm trying to keep clean for a month. And they were saying, the boys were saying, probably not. Probably just stay there. He has a whole full house. But usually we always do all the holidays. And he, 1 time or 2 times he did. What did he do? See, this is, there's a couple of pens, and my selenite stick, and my mermaid, and I was burning some sage up in this biatch. Sorry, guys. I hate when I can't get this soft scrub to come out. And I know there's no reason for me to be trying to clean in front of you, but I just can't stand looking at this friggin' mess. It's bothering me. Usually I could just walk away from it, but I can't right now. So anyhow, so we'll go to my brother-in-law's and do the cooking there. One of the days out of the two, like we'll open the presents here, then we'll go over there. I mean, we have use of this ugly stove. Okay. Why am I showing you everything? People then make fun of me. Anyway, yeah, so it's a 1970s house. And obviously, we don't put our money into our kitchen. If we did, I would want full-on modern kitchen. Anyway, maybe another lifetime. Either way, it should be clean. It's just, it's all stained from my painting, and there's no excuse, though. There's no excuse. So, I do have a point, guys. I have a friggin' point. Okay, so my point is, alright, so I wanted to tell you about the oven. Alright, no big deal. It doesn't change anybody's life out there. I was over it, though. Like, you know, I want Devin to be happy. He gets a lot of joy. He prepares. He probably already bought everybody's Christmas present, and I haven't shopped anybody's present. I mean, except the joint presents that we give to Connor, you know, and the kids, and his brother. He does all that shopping because he does it online. He knows what, you know, things they want. I just heard a noise in there, but I'm not even gonna look into it. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you. See, I'm starting to get the anxiety reminiscent of New York. I've been looking into the case. I'm trying to feel the scratch. You see that scratch? Right here? Okay. I got that while I was sleeping. Alright? A lot of psychics out there under attack. I spoke to my soul sisters today. I spoke to, and one yesterday, or last night. I spoke to Genocide. I spoke to Crystal Medicine. I spoke to Ruby. I spoke to Blue Willow. And somebody else. I'm leaving somebody out. I spoke to Forever Bella. And weird things are happening, okay? Especially soul sisters that are looking into the Idaho 4 case. So what I'm trying to say is, in a terrible way, in a roundabout way where I go on and on too long, and I want to just say it, get it over with, and move on, because I have to start to get myself calmed down, and I don't want to have the bad visions. I feel protected, of course, by God, but waking up with this cut, and I showed Devin, like, it's mixed up with my makeup. See, I didn't even take my makeup off yet, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. Okay. Some days I'm lucky I just put it on. But I know, Shanann just told me you have to take it off, girl. You gotta protect that skin. Okay? You don't want the wrinkles. Okay? More wrinkles. Anyhow, so a lot of psychics are under attack. A lot of empaths are under attack. And basically, from what my soul sisters have been waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 3:05, with horrible tortured dreams. My dreams I can't really remember. Like, I sleep pretty good when I'm on. The reason why I'm touching here is there's a reason. I'm not trying to be rude. Okay, I'll tell you why, in case you don't believe me. But I sleep on the couch. I fall asleep on the couch, like I can't just lay in the bed. And if I hear, like, Devin snoring and I'm still awake, then I just can't fall asleep. So I stay on the couch. I do my little routine. Sometimes I light some sage if I'm having a hard night, chamomile tea or wine, Jesus juice. Hey, whatever works, okay? I'm no hero. Last night I had a little Jesus juice because the energy was off, skyrocketed. Okay, and Flyer B, I did not forget about the unboxing. I'll try to do that on the way home tomorrow. But I didn't come on, I didn't do a video last night, right? Not that I know of. Maybe in my sleep. No, I didn't. I was just watching TV. And wasn't a great day, like productive wise. Hasn't been great days productive wise. The only last productive day was when I went to the gym. I felt productive, but that was like Saturday or Friday. I haven't been back since. Okay. I'm up to the once a month plan where I go to the gym once a month. Okay, anyhow, but no, I do try to walk. I do try to walk. But today we were stuck in the stores. Devin couldn't breathe. I had to pull the chair over. So he sat on the chair because he had, from one of his injuries, his back is broken and there's nothing you could do about it. He does go to the chiropractor. We do go to the chiropractor. But, so just standing really hurts his back. So I brought the chair over. I was just really worried about him. He was out of breath. And we're trying to get the stove, the oven, whatever it's called, the oven, in the wall oven. $1,600 later. So, I mean, everything's expensive, but, oven, you need an oven. We're not going to have an oven for a long time, so we're going to rely on a toaster oven and the microwave. So, anyhow, the energy is high. People are getting attacked in their sleep. People, especially psychics, maybe anybody who is really investigating the case as well, but I don't know about them because they don't talk to me. But my soul sisters, they talk to me. Regular subs, they talk to me too. So, Forever Bella, she has slipped twice in 1 week. She slipped and hurt herself, and she's still working. Okay? By the way, my daughter's feeling much better. I'm pretty sure she's going back to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday? Yes. No. Tomorrow's Wednesday? Yes. Okay, see? I'm smart. Actually, it's already 12 o'clock, so now it's tomorrow. Today is tomorrow. Okay, so, it's fine. Everything's fine. Did I feed the rabbit? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, my daughter's doing better, thank God. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, everybody who lit a candle or had a positive thought about my baby girl. She's always still, even though she's 35, she's still my baby girl. Okay? She's still my sunshine girl. The reason why I call her sunshine girl is because when she would be crying all night or when she was just an infant and we were in a small little apartment on Amsterdam Avenue, and so her bedroom was our bedroom, me and her father. So when I would go to check on her, like sometimes she wouldn't even cry, I'd go to check on her, and the light would be just coming through the window, and she would be just laying there looking at the light with a big smile on her face and her eyes all big, huge, round blue marbles, like her father. And I was like, that's my sunshine girl. She makes me feel the sunshine just by existing. And still to this day, that's true. And I have other words for my son. He used different words. Everybody has, a special moment, a special place in my heart. Anyhow, she said that she took the COVID test and, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say the C test, the vid test, the V test. Anyhow, it's a negative. So, woohoo. Ooh, ooh. This is my Aruba shirt. Just chill. Okay. Anyhow, so, alright. What you have to know, and this is what I told my soul sisters, told all of them, and some of them didn't ask. No, some of them told me, like Crystal Medicine. Go check out her channel. She told me that she had the bad feelings the other night, and she friggin' saged that whole house. Okay, what does it mean when you get the bad feelings? All right, there's just like a feeling of malaise, like there's a storm coming. But it could be sunny outside. Like there's a bad feel, like you feel like it's the end of the world, like you lost your best friend. But your best friend is still there, okay? Unless you're me. All right, only kidding. Or am I? So, what you do is prepare yourself, protect yourself. And there's a simple prayer. Archangel Michael, okay? He's the almighty protector, all right? Besides, I mean, of course, God first, Jesus, Mother Mary, okay? You might say, Katrina, why don't you take it out of the box and put it on? I know, that's coming. I just love to look at it in the box where it stays perfect. Because my jewelry goes into like all over the dresser and all over inside. So this stays perfect, just like Mary. So you say a prayer to Mother Mary. You say a prayer to God. Please, dear God, please, Jesus, send Archangel Michael to protect me and my family. Sorry about the wrinkles up here. It's very dry. I'm like alligator. I need more water, and I need to take off the makeup and the cream on. Okay. Will it happen? Let's see. I might be still working on the sink. Okay. Anyhow, maid comes in next year. All right. A year from never, the maid comes. Okay, so please, dear God, send Archangel Michael. And also, dear God, please protect me and my family. Also, please, I'm open and receptive to receiving Archangel Michael. Come down, protect me wherever I'm at. Protect my family members wherever they're at. Because sometimes you're separated from your family members and from your friends and your loved ones. Okay, but just please protect me and protect my family and my loved ones, and also help me in my battle. Thank you, dear God. That's it, 2 sentences. However, make up the words as you want, but you have to give God permission to let Archangel Michael come down on you. If you're sick, ask for God to let Archangel Raphael, because Archangel Raphael, I'm sorry, this lighting is really bad. Another 1980s type of style. Let me shut that light off. That's why I'm looking at all the things that I have to clean, because I have the big stupid light on. Okay, that's better. More romantic. Okay. So, alright, so it doesn't matter the words, but just you're asking for permission from God to allow the Archangel of healing with Archangel Raphael to, I said to Archangel Raphael, please go over by my daughter and lay some healing hands on her, protect her in her health, help her to attain her health back, and please, dear God, help her as well. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay? It's 2 sentences. What you're doing is you're just asking God for that permission to send those archangels down to the earth. Okay? We don't see them. Not always. Maybe sometimes I do. Okay? But we don't see them. But we feel them. Okay? You're driving down an alley at night and you're all by yourself. You get a flat tire or a tire blowout. Ask God to protect you, and then ask God to please send Archangel Michael to help you, okay? So that you can get home safely. Or send somebody to help you with your car or to give you a ride, okay? All kinds of things like that. But it takes a couple of sentences. All right, so another thing you could do, because what they do is the negative evil energy, they don't want us to figure out the crimes. They don't want us to find the babies and the kids and the murderer of the Idaho 4. They don't want us to look into it. No, they don't. Okay? They just want more and more of that to go on. okay? So they can totally destroy everybody's family and everybody's friends and our beautiful America and world that we have here. So what you have to do is we have to be ready to fight. We have to be battle. We have to be warriors, okay? So the reason why I'm touching inside my shirt is not because I'm not a pervert, okay? I showed this to Devin. He was like, why are you taking off your shirt? I was like, no. He goes, why are you showing me your sports bra? And then all of a sudden my dog was interested because he thought I was pulling out a freaking cookie. Look, no, it's just obsidian. Hey, you got obsidian in your pants, or are you really happy to see me? I got obsidian in my bra. Okay, so I put this big girl, in my bra earlier today, because I was getting calls, boom, boom, boom. Oh, then my phone broke in the store. Not broke, but totally went dead. It went so dead that I couldn't even see that it said 0%. Okay, so I was like, I wonder if I'm getting any calls. And then I had to come home, plug it in, and wait for like another 40 minutes before it was like even at 2%. So, yeah, this fantastic phone. So what happened was, then I finally realized I had 13 messages, right? And I was like, woohoo, I'm popular. Okay. And it was mostly from my soul sisters and some from my real sisters, my biological sisters, because they were asking Laura how she's feeling, and she's on that sister line too. Anyhow, everybody was saying how they felt attacked, or they were saying how one of my soul sisters said that she's been sleeping in her children, her little two daughters, that are like 5 and 7. Probably got the ages wrong, but you know what I'm saying. She's been sleeping in there for a week or so because they're scared. They feel it too. They're very intuitive as well. They're very psychic like their mom, Blue Willow. And then she said around 3 in the morning, see, a lot of stuff is going on at 3 in the morning. She said she woke up and heard a scream, and her daughters were right next to her. But it was a weird, somebody else's voice that she didn't recognize over in the corner of the room. She just put the covers over her head. I'm not going over there. Okay? I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I would just stay in my bed and scream for my husband, but he won't come. He won't wake up. He wouldn't wake up. Okay, on this side of my bra, what do you think I'm going to pull out next? Okay? More obsidian. Heart-shaped obsidian. And since I've had this in, I felt less pressure on my chest. Because a lot of readers and psychics have been feeling like a ton of bricks is on their chest, or somebody squeezing. Like today, I said, Devin, describe your pain. Why can't you breathe? Like, what are you feeling? And he goes, I just can't breathe. And I go, does it feel like somebody's squeezing your heart like this? And he goes, yeah, like that, like tight and loose, tight and loose. So, I mean, he should wear obsidian too, but I think he has heart problems, so that's a whole other issue. Okay. Anyhow, so please, that's one more. Prayers of protection, that's number one. Just say it. Just get, please, dear God, I want your protection. Please put your protection around me. Please help me not to feel the evil, not to let the evil and the bad, the toxic and the negative come towards me, or come infiltrate into my mind and my body or my family. Please help me to see the light and feel the light and the warmth of your love and protection, and Archangel Michael's protection. Okay? So, you got your obsidian, right? And if you're a guy, you could put it in your pants pocket. Just as long as you take it out every once in a while, take it out. You can fish for it. Take it out. This one is a raw piece that I got from Devin. Can you see that? It's very beautiful. Okay, sorry about that. Anyhow. Oh, and what do we have here? Another piece. This is from DC. Okay. And it's a pyramid. So that I usually put over on my bedstand over there. It's not a bedstand, it's a friggin' crap. See my table full of crap? I usually put it right here. And I'm actually going to put this one here too, because if I forget that I have it inside my shirt, then there's going to be trouble. So I'm putting those 3 pieces there. And of course I have my creams and whatnots. My back scratcher. Okay, and put it away. Okay, and this, I keep this is from Crystal Medicine. I keep this right next to me, and okay, that's another thing. One of my soul sisters, or maybe 2 of my soul sisters, said I woke up or I had a horrible migraine, first a headache and went into a migraine. I said, do you have a selenite stick? Because I've had the same headache too. All right, because they say scratch my face and then give you a headache, make you see bad things. Okay, you don't want to see bad things when you're trying to sleep. So you get your selenite stick, right? Whatever size. First you put it on the top of your head. I just sit down and watch TV with it. Wherever I have a pain, yesterday I had a pain in my back, so I just put it on my back, and I leaned up against it. I was up my shirt, and I forgot all about it. When I went to get up off the couch, boom! It didn't break though. I forgot my selenite stick. Devin goes, where was that? Up your ass. I said, no, my ass wasn't hurting me. Just my back. Okay. Anyhow, so selenite works. If you don't have selenite and you like rose quartz, it's usually to do with whatever stone you really resonate with. I resonate with selenite. I resonate with rose quartz. I resonate with jade if I'm really sick. If I really feel sick, jade or tiger's eye helps me when I'm sick. Turquoise, that's really peaceful too. But selenite, it does the job for everything. Do you see that orb? Did you see the orb? Do we have an angel in here? Is that angel right here? Kiss my cheek if there's an angel here. Do you see the orb, guys? I love you, angels. Angels, please stay with us and help the people who need help and help the weak with their health and finances. And if people are lonely and they don't have friends, please help them with that too. Is that green? Is that an alien helicopter? Do you see what I'm pointing to? Okay, maybe it's just... Is it just the light? If it's not just the light, we'll see it again from this angle. Okay, is there any orbs over here? Angels over here? No, not yet. Just over there? Okay. Anyhow, so get your selenite stick, put it here. Sometimes I like to do this because it's really cold and it really gets absorbed into the third eye. But beware because you can get some visions that way too. Okay, so if you have a headache, make sure that you're putting it here and here. And then I just leave the whole thing right on top of my head. Just try to balance it when I'm sitting down, of course. You forget about it there, but it really helps. A lot of times I have a neck problem, you know that. So I just put it back there for my neck. Okay, now that's enough of that. Let me just go over here. Sorry about the TV. Well, there's just things that I have to do in my lifetime. And I gotta get a stand. I need a stand. And will I be going to sleep? I hope so. I really do. But I have to tell you guys some things first. I already took my medicine and I don't feel sleepy. Damn it. Okay. It's alright. closer so I don't wake anybody up. All right. So last thing was Palo Santo, but do I have it? No, I don't. Let me go get it. You still there? Okay, so you might say, oh, that's just a punk. That's not Palo Santo. But it is. It's Palo Santo punks. And I was glad Devin found them. And it's a really sweet smell. It's not like real, and it doesn't go out every second. It doesn't go off every second. Okay. Now, what you're supposed to do in the smoke of your Palo Santo little wooden thing, or this, is you're supposed to write whatever you need. If you just want protection, in the smoke you write protection. Protection from divine. And then you say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have protection for my family, for my physical, for financial, my spiritual, emotional protection. Archangel Michael from dear God and Jesus, Archangel Michael. In Jesus' name, amen. Just make a heart around yourself. Okay? You need money, do some money signs. I just wrote 7,000 because that's always a good time. That's always a good number that I could use. Okay, and so this candle, it's already been prayerized. Okay, it has a million names on it. So it's already ready to go. Okay, so have a candle going on in your house. Say a little prayer or affirmation or a manifestation, something you want to manifest. Could be a very little thing, like I hope I can get better so I can go back to work. Or it could be a big thing, like I hope I can remodel my whole kitchen and have lots of friends and never have to worry about money again. Okay, or the health of my family will improve. Okay, so it could be anything like that. So with that being said, I told you a lot of different things that you could do to protect yourself. And protect yourself, we need it. We need it. But we also need to not be censored. Talk when you want to talk. Do a video if you want to do a video, even if it's 5 minutes. Or 38 minutes? What, are you crazy? I thought this was going to be a 5-minute video. Oh my gosh. Who needs this video from me? Okay, I talked about selenite or chakra stick or any kind of crystal that makes you feel better. Obsidian is very good for the psychics out there, though. If you're a psychic or an intuitive or an empath, you need obsidian. Go out and get it. Order it from Amazon if you need to. Order it from Crystal Medicine. She has it. Order it from Comeback. Kim Magical. She might have it. Okay? Or just go to your local little town store and look for it. Most likely you can get it online, and just get yourself a couple of pieces. You need one piece that you always have in your house with you. You need one piece in your car. You need one piece that may be put in your shirt that you can carry from room to room. Pull it out and look at it. Okay? All right. I know, baby. I know. All right. So what did I want to do? The other thing I wanted to do is I'm very upset about the timeline. Yeah, I'm still working on the Idaho 4, and I will have another video out. But let me just show you two things that I wanted to talk about, and then my dog has to go out. So this is one. Can you see what I drew? Yeah, it's a knife. Okay, it's a knife. Let me go put my dog out, okay? No, hurry up. Hurry up. I'm sorry. See, he runs out, then he sees that I'm not going with him, and he runs back in. Okay, so. Alright, so I had drawn that picture of the knife because I was thinking a lot about the knife that was used. I feel like I saw like many inches, like 6 inches, then there's some jagged edges. And it's black, and it doesn't bend. But I saw like a leather black case that it would fit into, and then you can really conceal that. You can have it around your ankle, you can have it around your waist, nobody would know, right? Put it in your pocket, but in that leather case, okay. Might mean something, might mean nothing, okay? So I always ask the angels to be around me and the spirit guides to give me anything that can give me a clue. I'm open and receptive to receiving any kind of clues that will help find the Idaho 4 killer, the killer of Xana Kernoodle, the killer of Ethan Chapin, the killer of Maddie Mogan, the killer of Kaylee Concalves, the killer of Xana Canoodle, the killer of Ethan Chapin, the killer of Madison Mogan, Maddie, the killer of Kaylee Concalves. Okay? 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds. It's too soon for them to go off this earth and leave their parents to be without them. Sad. Okay, so what was bothering me is Maddie and Xana worked at the Mad Creek Greek restaurant. And that Mad Greek restaurant was right near their house, wasn't far. Everything was close by, right? So I was thinking of the knife. I don't know how to really draw a knife, right? It has a little handle, maybe even an inscription. But I feel like it's black. Like I feel like this person's favorite color is black. They always liked the color black. They thought that was cool. Okay, why am I showing you this knife? Okay, because, see how this knife has the black handle? Well, I feel like I see a black handle when I think of it, right? A black handle. But then over here, there's maybe one hole, two holes. But up here, there's solid because this so jagged. It's so jagged. It's like for an animal knife. It's like to kill an animal, I think. It could be military, but anyhow. So I see like a black leather case, the knife is in, then the knife comes out of the black leather case. And the stabbings are done, okay? He still wants to keep that leather case and his knife, so I think he puts it in. So the DNA is inside that black leather case and on the thing, unless he washed it off. I don't know if he had enough time to wash it off. And a lot of people said, oh, maybe fingerprints. Well, he had gloves on. But I do believe that while he had gloves on, the knife came up out of somebody that he was killing and got caught on his hand, and so he did get nicked. But I'm not sure if his blood fell on there. Anyhow, where do I think this knife is? Inside the holder? I think he buried it. He did not want to throw it away because he's thinking of maybe using it again. It means something to him. I don't know if his father died and left it to him. His grandfather died and used to use it in the military and left it to him. I don't know if he stole it from someone, but it means something to him. So I see him digging, same night, digging, maybe the woods back there, behind the house, digging, and putting that knife in there, but it's inside its case, and then burying it, okay? Now, snow will be on top of it now, because it's already snowed there, all right? But he knows where it is. So that's why I was saying the other day, if they can get the cadaver dogs that are good with blood, maybe they would be able to sniff it out. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to tell you guys. The other thing I wanted to tell you is about the timeline. Okay, so they lived at 1122 King Road, and 1122 equals 6, and I think I told you that on my video. If you didn't watch my first video, I only have one video out. It's a long live, and I describe my whole process and how I get my answers and how they come about. They don't just get dropped on me. Sometimes they get dropped on you, but basically I have to meditate for it. Okay, so Maddie and Kaylee, they go to the club. They get dropped off at the corner club at, say, 10:20. Maybe some people said no, 10:15. Some people said 10:20. Okay? So 5-minute difference isn't bad. The drive was only like 5 minutes away or 6 minutes away. So they go to that club and they're there till 1:40. No, till 1:30. Then from 1:30, they go from the corner club to the truck. Now the truck is the food truck where everybody gets their food when they're a college student after a night of drinking. Okay? So after they waited a long time for their food, there was something words said, but we're not really sure if there was an argument. They get home, the driver, a different driver, says, come, get in the car, hurry up. And they get in this big black car, but other people said, no, somebody else was supposed to drive them home, make sure they got home all right, but then the girls ditched him. So I don't know how much that was arranged, or was that just like, creepy guy wants to drive you home. And then they got creeped out and said no. All right, so any case, they went home in the black car. Somebody did get that. I'm pretty sure someone got that. They got into the house at 1:56. They arrived home. Okay, then they started calling after 2 at 2 a.m. They're in the house. Maybe they go to the kitchen and they're eating. Maybe they're laughing, talking about boys or talking about their night, right? But 6 times, Kaylee calls her ex-boyfriend Jack. 6 times, from 2:26 a.m. to 2:44 a.m. That's a lot. Then, when she didn't get him, he didn't pick up. Madison called him another 3 times, from 2:44 to 2:20 to 2:52. So that's almost a full 10 minutes, right? That's almost 10 minutes of calls, right? So altogether, that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 calls. 7 calls from Kaylee, and then 3 calls from Madison. Why? Why did they want to talk to him so bad? And were Kaylee and Madison in the same bed doing this? Because Kaylee was moving out. She was going back home and not going back to the school ever again. She was graduating early. She got a job lined up in Austin, Texas that she'll never get to go to. She bought herself a car that she'll never get to ride in. She just bought that car on that Friday, I believe, and she'll never get to drive it. Not even one day. So, what does the times mean? Calling Jack, 10 times. Were they freaked out about something? Did they hear something? And they wanted Jack to help them? Did Kaylee want to tell Jack something about the dog? She was going to be backpacking around Europe for a month in January and then starting her new job in Austin, Texas in February. Did that scenario include Jack? Or was Jack staying in Idaho? So these are all the things that I would like to know. January, she was going to go to backpacking. Was she going to be alone backpacking in Europe? She wasn't going to be with Maddie. She wasn't going to be with Xana because they were both in school still. They had more school to finish. So who was she backpacking in Europe with? Was Jack D. Dior, I think it is. Was Jack D. invited or left out? Then in February, she's out of there. She's going to Austin, Texas for a job. A really good job. Does that make sense? Okay, so the fact of the matter is, people have to start thinking about, is there somebody in their circle that liked knives? Fascinated with knives? They run around the woods pretending they were military when they were kids? Did they, Crystal Medicine had a dream like that? I'll let her tell you about the dream. But she had a dream about that. So, were there more fights and disgruntled feelings than we know? Was anybody going backpacking with her? Was she going to Austin first to set up her apartment? Was she planning on getting back together with her boyfriend? Okay, what's important about that is, if she was, were they going to be going together anywhere? Or did Jack already have his job that he had to stay in Idaho for? Okay, so these are the kind of things, and the timeline of the phone calls. That's like calling every 3 minutes. 2:26 to 2:46, let's say. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. It's like 15 minutes of calling. Between 15 minutes, she called 6 times. Kaylee. Then Madison took it over at 2:44 to 2:52, which is almost 10 minutes, so it's like 8 minutes. Right, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. I was right, 8 minutes. Madison called 3 times in an 8-minute interval. So how many times does it ring usually? 4 times, and then it goes to voicemail. So you hang up on the fourth time, and there was no voicemails left. There was no text left, as far as I know. Okay? And everything I say is allegedly for entertainment reasons only, except for the how to protect yourself from the negative evil. Best believe this is Palo Santo. It's not just a regular incense, it's Palo Santo. So I don't have to open up the windows or the doors to let any negative out, because this takes care of the negative and heals the chakras. Okay, so that's what I want to know. There's things that aren't making sense to me, and I'm watching the mother, Kaylee's mother, being interviewed. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't see tears. And I don't understand that. I know people different, how they express humor. But instead of tears, I hear, well, Kylie was a brat. She just broke up with her boyfriend, but she's going to get back together with him, and they were probably going to get married and have kids. How do you know that, Mom? Why aren't you crying? I don't know. They seem very calm. I don't know. So anyhow, guys, protect yourself. Wear a cross if you can. If it could be made out of rose quartz, that's even better. Wear a saint and look at it, touch it, look at it. Think about what it represents, whatever saint you're wearing. I have to get another chain for my saint because my saints always fall off. But I'm trying to think if anybody knows about a military knife. What would that look like? Do they come with a leather container, and do they have a black? And then a hole, maybe just 2 holes here, because over here is all jagged, and maybe taller than this. But he definitely puts it in that container. But he wouldn't want to get the blood into that container. But he might not have had enough time to, what? I'm feeling like, all right, I'm just going to say it. All right, I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to try to get a chamomile tea on and try to rest. I feel like Ethan and Xana were together, they were sleeping, they were having fun, they were being in love. You know, they look very in love whenever I see them, always holding each other so lovingly. First love, soulmate type of thing, right? But maybe Ethan got up out of the bed to go to the bathroom or get a drink of water. And when he was coming back in, he notices that somebody is standing over his girlfriend, his soulmate, the love of his life, and stabbing her. And she's screaming, and she's going like this, "No, Ethan, no, help me, Ethan, no." She's getting cut on her hands, she's getting cut on her wrists. Then he goes in the middle. She doesn't say anything anymore. So after she's taken care of, Ethan runs over to get him. And now I think Ethan was taller than the person that was doing the killing, and stronger than the person that was doing the killing. So he had to get him fast. So he went to go over to his girlfriend. He wanted to make sure his girlfriend was all right. Meanwhile, she was already dead. This is just what I'm seeing. I could be wrong, I could be right. Okay? Allegedly. So he goes over and he looks up and goes, what did you do? What did you do? So now he's at a disadvantage because he's over by her. And he's crying and he's on her. And then he gets up. As he's trying to get up, then the knife comes down on him. He would have been better off if he stayed by the doorway, because then he would have been tall and stayed by the doorway and maybe ran out and got something. But he wanted to be with his girlfriend. I almost said wife. So I think he died over by the steps or over by the doorway, because he was, after he got stabbed, then I think the guy went out the window, out the door, sliding door, whatever, and Ethan was trying to make his way over to the door, over to the door, and maybe he was even in the hallway, but he was all bled out. Okay, and his future bride, Zana, was laying in the bed all bludgeoned. Okay, I truly think the girls were in the same room, but they're saying no. Some people say no, some people said yes. I think that Maddie and Kaylee were in the same room only because they had a nice night, and Kaylee was moving out, so I can't imagine her bed still being in there. So maybe they just had the dog in her room. Maybe that would be a place for the dog to be. Or if the dog was making too much noise, they say the guy let the dog out and the dog was like 5 blocks away. Somebody found him after everything was over. He's alive, but he was out on the street. Okay, so maybe the 2 girls were in the bed, and that's how they were easy to kill, because they were both together in that bed. He didn't have to go to separate rooms. And everybody said that they all used to lock their door, but it doesn't sound like the door was locked. So, bedroom doors too is what I'm saying. If the bedroom doors were locked and the windows were locked, nobody would be getting in there unless they knocked the door down. Okay? So, just a couple of things to think about, okay, guys? And sorry this is such a obnoxiously long video with me attempting to clean my house and failing miserably. Okay, but the world doesn't end because your kitchen's not spotless. Because then you make it spotless and then it stays clean for like one day, and then somebody messes it up and doesn't give an F, and then you're at square one. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Alright, guys, I have to go because my window of being able to sleep is just about to pass. But I feel much better that I talked to you, and I feel much better that I taught you the different things. Obsidian, selenite, okay, and amethyst will help you too. Rose quartz, always wear more colors like blue, green, especially green and pink. Why do you think I have a pink shirt on? That's for the heart chakra, okay? Green will heal the heart, but also pink, because pink will get you friendships, and pink is for love. So peace and love and healing of your heart, and forgiving your friends, forgiving your enemies, okay? But first we gotta find those enemies. Yeah, they're gonna get called out. They're gonna get found, and they're gonna get clinks, okay? Okay, all right, guys, I'm gonna go now. Be well, be safe, stay vigilant. Always lock your doors. Have something that you could save yourself with, and whether it's pepper spray or perfume. I used to always have perfume next to my bed so that in case anybody broke into my apartment, I lived alone, I could spray it in their eyes. Okay, so just be vigilant, have something that you can fight for yourself. Okay? And then always just call the cops first. Then you can call other people. But call the cops first. That's another thing. The two girls on the first floor did not call the cops. They got up around 11:12-ish, and went into the kitchen. They had to go into the kitchen. They had to go up the little staircase, and go over to the left was the kitchen, right? And the sliding door, I think. You got to go make coffee. But as soon as they came out of their rooms, they saw Ethan all bloody and unconscious. So the one girl ran out of the house with her phone, and she was calling 911. When she got outside, she fainted. Okay, could you imagine what the bloodbath looked like? And she thought he was still alive. She thought he was playing, like, a prank. But then I think somebody went and saw the girls. I don't know that for sure, though. Anyhow, the ambulance and cops didn't get there until after the other friend. I don't know if it was Dylan or Bethany, but those are the two girls' first names. I'm not doxing them because their first names are on the news, and their last names I wouldn't give you, and I don't even know them. But anyhow, they called some friends to come meet them at the house. Why? Then the cops were called finally a few hours later. So, talking about being murdered at between 3 and 4. So they hear something, even if they have iPods in their ears and they're sound asleep. Maybe they had a few drinks, or they're drunk, or whatever, or they're tired and they're just having a party up there. That could be, but somebody's gonna scream. Somebody's gonna scream, and scream of "you're killing me, you're murdering me" is not screaming like I'm having a fun party time. Okay? So, let's find out about that. We also have to find out, where was Kylie and Maddie all throughout the day? What were they doing? We only know what they did at 10 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and what they did at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then nothing after 3, because they were probably killed. All right, so right now, Bullhorn Betty and Olivia from Chronicles of Olivia, they're both, see, I give them shout outs, but do you ever hear them giving me shout outs? That would be a no. All right, doesn't matter. I just roll with the punches. And punches, there are many. Okay, but anyhow, I'll get rewarded in heaven. Thank you, God. He said, don't be fresh. I thought I was being funny. Anyway, so they are up there, boots on the ground. So I honor that. Anybody who's boots on the ground, I think that's wonderful. It's one of my dreams. Okay, but 1, I cannot drive many places. 2, I could be a passenger, but if God wants me to do that, He'll make that opportunity for me. Because when you are on the scene, you could absorb more things. I would have my hotel room, and I would have my own bedroom, bathroom. Nobody's going to be sleeping in the other bed. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I want my own room. I'm a big girl. Okay? I snore. All right? I snore. I fart. Okay? I stay up all hours a night. All right? Anyhow, I like to sleep in the morning. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we wish them luck. Maybe when you are on site, it is the area, you get so much more energy. For your third eye, you get so much energy to tell you, what's going on. So you get more of a feel. You can get your feelers out. Okay, so let me do a closing prayer now that it is really late. And my closing prayer is that 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock? I don't even know. Okay, my closing prayer is, please, dear God, please help all the people that are looking for answers in terms of these murder cases, and help us to find the evil ones that have slaughtered these 4 college students, and find the people who have taken Michael Joseph Vaughn, Summer, Moon, Utah Wells, didn't forget about you, Harmony Montgomery. Well, they're both in prison, so I'm a little happy about that. But we'd like to find all the people that are missing. Suzanne Morphew, Jennifer Dulos. There was something that happened in her case. That's why it's going to be in the thumbnail. Jennifer Dulos, her husband's girlfriend, who was accused of helping him clean up the crime scene by driving all over the place, throwing out in different garbage cans bloody clothes that were Jennifer's after she got murdered by her husband. Okay? And that's not allegedly. We know this to be true because he killed himself. First he went to jail, Photos Doulos, and then he killed himself because he did not want to spend any more time in jail. Okay, and he knew he would be because he was the one who did it. Okay, but we still haven't found her body. So today, Michelle went to court and she was supposed to have a session, and whether she was supposed to wear the ankle monitor or not, or just go straight to jail for tampering with evidence and interfering with a murder, doing stuff like that, hiding evidence of her boyfriend's ex-wife, and she wasn't even an ex-wife. So they were sleeping together and being together, and they weren't even divorced yet. So anyhow, so her case got dismissed today, but she's laughing and smiling with her lawyers, right? But don't worry, Michelle, because I got a little message from the angels. You know what they said? They said she won't be laughing tomorrow. She's got to go back tomorrow, Wednesday. Okay? Guys, my battery is going dead, so I'm going to go now. I bored you enough, but we will get resolution in the Jennifer Dulos case. And Michelle Troconis, you better start talking. Where is Jennifer? Justice for Jennifer. Justice for the Idaho 4. Kaylee. Madison. Ethan. Xana. Xana, Ethan, Madison, Kaylee. Suzanne Morphew. Summer, Moon. Michael Joseph Vaughn, Monkey. Harmony Montgomery. Abby and Libby. Namaste, everybody.